All right, guys, so we are going to be using jelly plates. You're going to get this, and you're going to notice that there's a piece of plastic on the back. That is the side that faces the table. The squishy side is the one that you're going to be adding the acrylic paint to. Acrylic paint is permanent, so you want to not get it on your clothes. Try not to get on your hands, but you know that you will. We have wet wipes if you do, but definitely don't get on your clothes because it ain't coming out. You're also going to get a brayer. When you're ready, you're going to squirt some colors onto the laminated piece of paper. This is going to protect the table. Let's clean up. And then you're going to take your brayer, roll it over the paint, and then roll it onto the jelly plate. All over. It's very satisfying. And sometimes the brayers can be a little bit annoying. All right. Whenever you're not using the brayer, place it upside down. That way you're not going to make a mess. See how it works? You have some different tools to choose from. I have scrapers, which I'm going to use now. You can make designs. Doesn't look like much now, but it's going to be pretty cool once I print it. I have some pens. These pens don't have anything on them. They're just a piece of foam, but you can draw with them and then draw into the jelly plate. You want to be very soft with the jelly plate. We're not pressing hard on them. You're just very lightly drawing and brushing out over them. All right, now I'm going to take my paper and I use my knuckles like I'm about to punch somebody. Not really, but then I go in circles over the top of the paper, peel it up. Voila, I have an amazing abstract print. It might look like something, it might not. That's why we call it abstract. All right, now I'm going in with that color again, but this time I'm going to put another color down. Now, you don't want to go cuckoo crazy with your colors at first because you're going to have a whole bunch of paint on your piece of laminated paper and you won't have room for more. I use it up until it's gone. You'll notice that the paint starts to dry on the lamination. All right, I'm also using a stencil. I'm going to put the stencil down, press it just a little bit. Now, the reason I'm using a stencil is so that it will block some of that paint from transferring over to the paper. See, I only got a little bit, but you can use this strategically now. This is called ghost printing. When you take the ink that's still on the piece of paper, or I'm sorry, on the jelly print, and you print again, you can still use it. It's called a ghost print. Ooh, interesting, right? You can totally roll two colors together and get that really cool color-changing ombre going on. Choose colors that are close to each other on the color wheel if you really want it to look like it's magically changing before your very eyes. And then I just build it up, make sure it's an even layer. I like to blend it out a little bit. All right, now it's been a little bit of time and I've been just kind of experimenting. I'm adding some blue and red. That's going to make what color? Purple in between, so I'm getting that really good blend, and then wherever it blends, it's starting to make that brand new spanking purple. You can even cut out pieces of paper and use it as a stencil. I'm going to use these stars and then use another print that I already just printed, use my knuckle technique, and then print over a print so you can go back. If you don't like one, print over it again, make something cool. Once you have a bunch of prints that you like, and you can put these on the table, you can put them on the floor to dry, you can start taking them, going back, adding more, building up those layers. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Some people use these to create their own backgrounds and then use them for other pieces of art. Whenever you're done though, I want you to put back the stencils. Stencils you don't have to clean, the scrapers you do not have to clean off. Now the little pens, yeah, take a wet wipe, clean the tip of those off, and then put them back. The jelly plates, yes, I want you to clean off the tops. And if you accidentally got any paint on the bottom, that little smoother side, the one that's not so jelly, definitely clean that off. And of course, you're going to place it back into its container. Good job. Now you have this big old mess on your table. Clean that up. Close the acrylic bottles. We'll place them back into that container we got them from. Double check and make sure that the acrylic pens are clean. Clean your table. And then once your table's clean, you can put that laminated piece of paper on the drying rack so we can use it for something else. And then clean your roller. You'll probably need a whole wet wipe to clean your roller. Clean every side of it until it turns black again. It is very rude to the next person if you do not clean your roller. And then that laminated piece of paper, that just goes on the drying rack so we can use it again. And then, of course, clean your hands. You might get to take home these very soon. I want to check them out. I might want to put some of the art club stuff in the hallway. But also, I want you to put your name on these. I have some Sharpies. Put your name at the very bottom on each one so I know who did them. And then you can look at them when you're all done and pick which one you like the best.